Thank you for joining us again on another edition of Current Events with the editor of the Missoula Current, Martin Kitson. How are you doing today?
Doing well, thank you.
Sorry it's a little chilly out here, and I want to apologize to the viewers for the road noise, but it's what we're talking about today, why Brook Street is so busy. What's the city doing about it?
So the city's currently planning the possible conversion of Brook Street into what they call a bus rapid transit system.
Okay.
It's a center running bus line from pretty much Blue Mountain Road to downtown Missoula. It's 15 minutes. It's like a train in other cities, but here it's on wheels and it runs down the middle of the road.
I went to an open house a couple weeks ago that the city had about this, and they kind of showed me some diagrams, but the question I had for them, and maybe you have the same one, is where are they going to get the space? It's crowded.
Yeah, so Brook Street has multiple ages to it. So this side of Brook Street right behind us is older, and the right-of-way is almost non-existent. As you get out towards the mall, of course, it's much more right-of-way, and it's easy to accommodate that. So right now they're trying to plan what has right-of-way, what needs to be bought, what has space, and scheduling, stops, all kinds of things.
What has the city told you about why this change needs to happen in the first place?
Well, Missoula's growing, and the Midtown is ripe for redevelopment. They just created the Midtown Master Plan, and if they can install a bus rapid transit system, the development will follow, and it'll be a transit-oriented development, which means you get a lot more housing, a lot more density into all these big, gigantic parking lots in Midtown, get people to live here, hop on a bus, you're right downtown, maybe not need a car.
This strikes a lot of similarities. I feel like I'm getting deja vu a little bit between the Midtown Master Plan, like you said. They had a lot of talks with the public about that, but also the hip strip. They were suggesting big changes for that as well. What have you heard from the public about these things?
Well, the hip strip is going to change. That Higgins is going to be converted to 3 lanes. It's currently 5. So that's coming. It's just a matter of time. The bus thing, I think it has mild popularity. I think people are curious to learn more about it. Road diets like the Higgins Avenue are never popular with most people unless you're a cyclist. Both sides have arguments, of course. Bus transit system gets cars off the road. It brings in new kinds of redevelopment, and it sets the city up for a different kind of future.
Are the buses popular right now? Would this be a part of the Mountain Line system? What do you think?
Yeah, it'd be part of the Mountain Line system. Of course, they're switching to electrification, so it'd be an electric system. Mountain Line says our ridership is growing. It took a little hit during the pandemic, but it's rebounding. But right now, this part of town's not really set up for transit because you got to walk so far to get to the bus stop. So if you had a center running lane and development comes in around it, ridership goes up, cars get off the road. That's the theory, at least.
And it might even make Brook Street a little bit safer to walk across too.
That's a big part of this. The Midtown Master Plan Keeley noted that it's very hard for a pedestrian to get across Brook Street. You live over there and you got all these awesome amenities on your side of the road. It's very hard to cross that street unless you want to play Frogger. I've done it, and that's not very fun, and it's dangerous.
It's sketchy for sure. What's the timeline on this project, or at least the next step?
So they're planning it right now. They've funded the planning. It's going to be 15% design by next summer. That 15% design is enough to apply for federal funding. Okay. And there's a lot of federal funding for transportation right now, as we all know. So if they get the project designed to 15% design, they go for funding. Then it's going to be years after that still, but you got to start somewhere. Someone said, eat an elephant one bite at a time.
Yeah.
This is a big elephant.
Work on Brook Street one bit at a time,
Exactly,
maybe.
exactly.
Yeah, totally. Well, thank you so much, Martin, for your insight. And if you'd like to look more and learn more about this plan, visit our partners, themissoulacurrent.com. Thanks, Martin.
Thank you.